Hey everybody, it's Lucero and today I'm doing this Lorde inspired hair and makeup tutorial. I'm doing two different looks in this one. The first one is the one that you see here, and this is from her music video Royals. But I'm also going to throw in the look from Tennis Court because I thought it was really cool and perfect for winter time. So if you want to see what products I use for either of those two looks, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with the makeup for her look from Royals. I'm going to fill in my brows using the Sumida Brow Duo, and I have the shade Brunette. So I'm going to mix the two colors together and then just fill in my eyebrows how I normally do, since there isn't too much difference between our brow styles. I'm going to prep my eyes for the eyeshadow using the Maybelline Color Tattoo Shadow in Barely Branded. I'm just going to apply this all over the eye, all the way up to the brow bone. All the eyeshadows I'm going to be using today come from this Maybelline palette, and this is in number 10 Sun-Baked Neutrals. So it has a pretty big variety of different neutrals and matte shimmery shades, so I really like this palette. I'm taking this light champagne color and just on my finger going to run that all over the lid. There really isn't a whole lot of precision with the first shade. Create the cat eye winged eyeshadow shape. Now to create the cat eye winged shape, I'm using some sticky notes, and I'm going to use that for my guideline. I've taken to using sticky notes more often than tape because it stays on really well, but it's also really gentle, so it won't pull or tug on your delicate eye skin area. So just taking a small piece, I'm going to align it using the path from like the edge of my nose to this eye area. However, I'm going to take it in a little bit because it doesn't, the wing shape doesn't quite start at the end of the lash line. So now with a small smudgy brush, I'm going to take this taupe color and begin working that into the shape that I want. I'm using this lighter color first, that way if I make any mistakes, I can catch them early on and fix them pretty easily. So following the small angle shape that I've made, I'm going to go back in with an angled brush on the darkest color in the palette, which is like a dark shimmery coffee color. I'm going to create the outside borders and then slowly blend it in. Have the eyeshadow finished on both of the eyes. I'm going to finish off the eye look with some mascara, and I'm using Clump Crusher by CoverGirl. I'm just going to wiggle this through my top and bottom lashes. I'm applying blush, and I'm using my Inglot palette. This is just a peachy, medium pink color. I'm really sorry I don't have the numbers or names for these. They're written on the back of the pan, but I have no idea how to take out the pans. So I'm just going to dab a little bit on the upper part of my cheekbones and work my way back towards the temples. Palette Burst Lip Butter in Sweetheart. So I'm going to apply that all over the lips, straight from the tube. Now that the makeup's done, I get to move on to hair. I've had my hair up in a headband for the past couple of hours now, and so this is just to give my hair a bit of curl. Her hair looks like it's naturally curly and voluminous, which must be really nice, but I already have a video on this, and I'll have that sorry, linked in the down bar and on the video page itself, so just click here and you'll be taken into that. I made it last year, but I used the exact same process. You basically just wrap pieces of hair around a hair elastic and wait a couple of hours or overnight, and boom, heatless curls. So I use bobby pins to keep flyaways in place. And so now I'm just taking it out. I can just shake the rest of it out. Okay, so from here I'm just going to shake out the curls, brush through them carefully with my fingers, give them a little tussle. And I'm also going to use this Tresemme Fresh Start dry shampoo. I really like this because it gives my hair a lot of volume, and since my hair is straight and dark, it's really prone to looking oily throughout the day, and this helps combat that. Okay, so that's it for the hair and makeup from Lorde's music video Royals, and now we're going to move on to the hair and makeup for Tennis Court. Okay, so again, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows to start off, and still using the Samita Brow Duo. I'm going to fill them in pretty much the same way that I did for the original look. With the Maybelline Tattoo Primer in Barely Branded, just like I did for the first one. Now there really isn't a whole lot going on with the eyes. It's pretty basic, but I'm going to add in a few extra steps just so that this part isn't so plain. And using the same palette that I used earlier on a flat brush, I'm dipping it into the frosty white color, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. As I was preparing for this video and going through the pictures, I couldn't figure out why her eyes looked so severe in the music video, but I finally realized that her natural eye color is like a light blue grayish color, but in the music video she's wearing black contacts, and so that's part of the reason why her eyes are so entrancing. It's not really the eye makeup, it's the contacts and the contrast between her normal eyes and the really, really dark ones. Okay, so I'm going to take the same brush and Laguna bronzer from NARS. I'm going to be using this later, which is why I'm taking this product out now. And I'm just going to run that into the socket line to add a little bit of depth. And I'm also going to run it sort of under the beginning part of my eyebrow, and that will also add a little bit of depth. I'm going to add some white eyeliner to my inner rim, and this is Rimmel London's Soft Kohl Liner in Pure White. And now I'm going to finish off the eyes by adding mascara, and I'm using the Clump Crusher by CoverGirl, but I'm only going to run this along my top lash line. I'm going to keep the lower lashes bare. The rest of her face makeup is pretty bare, but I don't want to leave it too flat, so I'm going to contour, and I'm using Laguna bronzer by NARS and a small, it's actually a small blush brush, but I'm going to use it to contour today. So I'm going to take that along under my cheekbone, and then I'm also going to take it under the jawline, and then near my temples around the side of my forehead. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. Okay, so now time for the really fun, dramatic part, the lips. I found a lip shade that's really similar to the one that she's wearing. It's a little bit lighter and more purpley, so it's a bit more wearable, especially for the winter time. And it's by Rimmel London, and it's the Moisture Renew lipstick in 380 Dark Night Water Loops. So it's a really dark eggplant color, and it's almost exact. So I'm just going to apply this on straight from the tube and then fix any errors as I go along. Now it's time for hair. The way that she has her hair done, it looks like Dutch milk braids. So if you have really long hair, you could just do 2 side braids and then wrap them around. I honestly don't know what's going on in the back since she never turns her head. But my hair's too short for that. So what I'm gonna do is create like mini Dutch braids, but in the front with just like the hair that I have here. So I'm going to split my hair in half, brush it out a little bit. Now I'm going to take one side and begin braiding down. It's not really like a French braid, so I'm not really adding in a whole lot of hair as I go down. And that's going to be pretty important later, so try not to add hair. Or if you do, just make it really, really minimal. And so I'm just braiding all the way down. I'm going to secure that with a small hair elastic. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I have these 2 braids done, and I'm going to take the rest of my hair, move it on back, and stick it into a bun. You can do whatever you want if you have excess hair like I do here. If your hair is longer, you'll probably be able to get all of the hair into the 2 braids. But if not, just tie it in the back, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create like a little loop in the braid, like so, and then invert the braid, like that. And from here, I'm going to take a few bobby pins and pin them up. I'm not worrying too much about the ends right now. Once I get this braid up, I can fix that. I'm going to create a little peephole here, invert, pull, and then secure. Okay, so that completes the hair and makeup for both Lorde looks. I really hope you enjoyed, and as always, if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Also, I'd just like to announce that this week marks my 2-year anniversary as a beauty vlogger here with Spark Notes, and it's really crazy. If it's possible, this year went by even faster than the first, and it has continued to be an incredibly amazing experience. And I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being really supportive and just an amazing, amazing community that you really can't find anywhere else on the internet. So I love you guys, and I really look forward to making more videos for you. And with that, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!